Hello there. It is Friday afternoon at 3:30 and I've been a busy lady. Today I have been taking stuff to the charity shop. I took a whole load of post over there and I've still got some more. Oh, hello. Some more on the windowsill to post as well. Mainly old clothes of Lizzie's, the ones that are worth selling, because she's donating most of it. There's just a few that, you know, it's probably worth a bit of money and it will help her out. So we've done that. Simon's in the other room model making. This morning I did have a meltdown. Yesterday was just so overwhelming, and I think they just brought up loads of memories. I'm going again now, don't cry. Just getting into that room and that realisation of I'm moving again. And the fact that Ellie's old registration plate for a car was on the shelf, and her the plaque that I made for a gravestone before we got the proper gravestone was there, and it was all just too much. And I did it. I put all the wool away, as you will have seen. That's why I didn't speak at the end of the last vlog. I was gone by that point. But you'll see that I've put all of the yarn away. So that's all done. I think I need some new baskets, because on one side I've got these pink ones, but they're a bit small. So I think I need the slightly bigger ones, but I'll wait, because there's some of those I still need to go through. It's got all electrical stuff in there. I've watched the end of season 3 of The Umbrella Academy yesterday, just to sort of refresh myself, because I'm starting season 4 and I'm on season 4 at the beginning right now. But I just wanted to remind myself of where we were. I didn't really enjoy season 4. I thought it dragged on too much, and there was some really obvious writing in it, like, oh, we're going to chase and we're going to race around, and there was just some things that bugged me. Alison's character winding me up, and Victor's become so drippy. It's like, what the heck happened to you, Victor? You've never had that much like fire in your belly, but now you're a really drippy character. Klaus, I'm still drawn in with Klaus. I think he's brilliant. It's probably my favourite character. And 5, no, is it 5? Yeah, 5. Like the young lad that's not really young. His acting is just phenomenal. Plus the dad, I couldn't really get into the dad character. I get that it's a different dad to the first one, and it's suggested, but still, like, I'm not in with this. There was just a few choices that I thought were a bit drippy. You know, Stan's our child. No, Stan's not our child. But I am pregnant. Okay, why are you messing with his head? Is this just to add length to the enormously long season that was 3? Because 1, 2 and 3 were all 10. 10 programmes for each one. That's a lot, isn't it? That's 10 hours. So the fact that they've done 6 hours, is it 6 or 8? I think they've brought it down to 6 for this time. I'll check in a minute, which I think is a better option, because season 3, it was really dragging on for me. When we got to the middle, I'm like, wow. Anyway, at the beginning of season 4, a family teams up to find a kidnapped Victor while attempting to adjust to normal life. Lila and 5 probe a mysterious group called the Keepers. So that's where I am. On top of that, I've opened the knitting machine. I'd show you the first item I had to go at, but it's in bits. I tried to change colour, not very successfully, and a load of my stitches dropped out. But now I am using this yarn. I brought one from Lizzie's last night, this one, because I couldn't really get on with it when I was crocheting, because it's quite thin. It's a bit thinner than DK, and I found it really fiddly. So I thought, why not? Let's try this one, and it's coming out gorgeous. So I'll show you it when it's finished. And I've got a couple of balls of this. I've got it stuck to the table, my Centro knitting machine, and it's really easy. You've just got to be aware of going slow initially, because if you go too quick, you're going to lose some stitches. But I'm trying to bean it. I'm following a YouTube video by Yarn Stash with Matching North. What? Yarn Stash with Marching North. Weird name, but Yarn Stash with Marching North, knitting machine beanie pattern easy. That's the one that I'm following at the moment. I've got to do 140 rows. I'm up to 58 on my little stitch counter. And I'll let you know when I get there. I have got the proper Centro one. I wanted to make sure it was a proper Centro one. You can't really be sure because they're selling them quite cheaply all over the place, but I wanted to get the right one, not just a knockoff, so at least, you know, it would work and everything. Shall we see what's binging? Let's see what's binging. My brother says he's just landed, just come back from Croatia. And that's a customer ordering a pumpkin, I think. There we are. So hopefully I've done that. It was a customer ordered a pumpkin the other day, but hasn't paid for it yet. So we're just sorting the invoice out. And I've only got one made. So that'll be on my to-do list. But the yarn is at Lizzie's, so I'll need to nip and go and get it at some point. Yeah, pizza night tonight. So I'm going to carry on cranking my handle. And I'll show you what it looks like when I've finished. I'm going to carry on with the Umbrella Academy. Thought today doing something else would do me good, you know. It was just all very overwhelming and the grief came up and I'm a really moving house and all that was just too much. Sweat, baby, sex is a Texas, drop me in, you do the minus of that. So it's now nearly 5 o'clock, but I finished it. It didn't take very long at all. I think I've probably got too much bean at the top, and I'm not really sure on the way that the tag is on it. I kind of like those tags where it's got like leather underneath and it tags upwards like that. I'll show you what I mean. Here is the beanie. Look how gorgeous that is. And so you'll see what I mean when I put it on. There's a lot of bean here, so I think you just got to pull it down so there's not too much. But it kind of stretches the label, so I'm thinking of a different type of label. But other than that, it's fantastic. I don't sew hats, as you can see. My very first beanie, and it didn't take very long at all. So I'm going to make another one now. So it's now 7:45. We've had pizza, we watched some Antiquesy programmes, and I am now making a scarf to go with the hat. I am into episode 2 of season 4 of the Umbrella Academy, and I think I'm in love with Luther. Not because of the way he looked at the beginning of this season, because oh my god, because he's just so funny. He just cracks me up. I like Luther's character. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, it seems that Victor's going proper over the top with the acting, but okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this. I've had an order for 2 pumpkins. One's made, the other isn't. So I need to grab some pumpkin yarn and bits and pieces that are currently at Liz's on the way to the shop tomorrow, so I can get started on those while I'm at the shop. And I might do a car boot sale on Sunday. I might. Oh my god! If you've never watched The Umbrella Academy, I seriously advise you to watch it. I watched the first 2 seasons, completely hooked. Season 3, I just kind of lost it a little bit. It was too long. But this is so funny. It's just, oh my god, they're on a car journey right now. And it's hilarious. It's so good. So yeah, if you haven't watched The Umbrella Academy, definitely watch it. It's brilliant. And I'm still cranking away to make a scarf. So I think I did rather well for my first day of knitting machine. Look, I'm so excited. Right, so I'm into episode 5 of Umbrella Academy now. I have a hat and I also have a scarf. The scarf took ages. I think I probably watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes while making the scarf. I probably didn't need to make it this long, but I decided to make it nice and long anyway. I tried originally to do flat ends, but it didn't work. It just looked wrong, so I created sort of little ends like this, and I thought what you could do is put a little bobble on the end of each, you know, like a pom-pom on the top of the hat. All done. I kind of like it without as well. I'm a little bit overexcited, but I've just made my own hat and scarf with this awesome, it won't come off the table, new knitting machine. It is 10 past 10 though. I should probably get some sleep, but I am high on yeah, and I've still got yarn left. So yeah, I'm very pleased with myself. So there we are. This is today's makes. Not too bad for the first day of a knitting machine. Hat and a scarf. I'm not going to be cold this winter, am I? Oh, hello. It is Saturday morning at the shop. It is 10:20. So far, I've pulled a pumpkin out of the window, and I've been to Liz's this morning on the way over to collect more yarn to make another pumpkin. I've brought the hat and scarf that I've made because I've decided I'm going to make some pom-poms to go with it. This is the hat on the scarf. Hat. Back to front. Hat. And a scarf. So I'm going to make yellow pom-poms to go on the end. I should really be doing reaction videos, but I'm slightly obsessed with crochet and knitting right now, and it's just giving me so much sort of mental health break. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, yeah, because the stuff really just still seems like I can't do anything right. It's quite frustrating, but there we are. Did get a bit angry about it this morning. But I'm in the shop till 3 today. Might get my nails done, but not extensions, not tips. I might just have them gelled just to strengthen them up a little bit. They're starting to grow back after the last nail's been taken off, but they're just a bit brittle, so they keep breaking. So I thought maybe some gel polish might protect them a little bit more. I thought build a gel, but then they're just going to go thick again, so we'll see. I'll see what I feel like. I might not even bother. I've been using Sally Hansen nail hardener to try and strengthen them up a little bit. I've packaged up some posts this morning, sold a bag. I think that's about it this morning. They're not doing anything right is beginning to bother me. So it's now 5 to 3. I'm emotional because I've just watched the end of the Umbrella Academy. And I've got to say, it was a phenomenal series, phenomenal seasons. Season 3 dragged on a bit. But it just, I don't know, it created so many thoughts, so many, wow, just so many levels. So well done to the Umbrella Academy and everyone who worked on the show, because it was fantastic. And there's so much you can relate to. Anyway, I won't say what happens if you've not watched it, but it's definitely worth watching. Even if you know what's going to happen in the end, it's still worth watching. So I'm on with my pumpkin. I've got a little bit more to do to finish it. I didn't have lunch. Didn't feel like it. I'm hungry, but I just didn't feel like it. Everything's just, I don't know. Stuff. Anyway, time to shut up shop. Oh, hello, it is 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So far today I have had a tuna sandwich for lunch. I've been to B&M to get a travel plug, because mine wasn't working. Turned out I was doing it wrong. I got some hooks for the back of the door at Liz's house. And I'm just kind of having the afternoon relaxing because tomorrow I've got lessons and I need to do more reaction videos. So I thought today I'm just going to take it easy, although I have taken some stuff over to Liz's house. As you can see, it's getting really bare now. More and more things are heading downstairs to the conservatory ready to go, and I'm taking more and more stuff across as I go. I'm making a scrap yarn scarf. I saw it on YouTube, I think it was yesterday, and thought, yeah, I've got loads of scrap yarn, we're going to try that. So it's going pretty well so far. We've got a nice mixture of colours. I went for sort of sandy colours, you know, dusty kind of sandy. So I grabbed a bunch. They're on the windowsill all lined up. I did another beanie hat yesterday. And yeah, I'm just doing sort of crafty stuff today. It'll be Chinese food later on. I'm feeling a bit weird about vlogging at this moment because a few people have been commenting on my sort of charity hauls and reselling things, and people agreeing with it, some not agreeing with it. Is this how you run business? And, you know, stuff like that. So maybe I'll do a video explaining what we do at charity shops every Sunday. The majority of it is literally for me. For me, I keep the things. Occasionally I will take that item and then resell it, add a little bit more money on it and put it in my shop. It's business, essentially. But maybe I'll break that down in detail at some point. I've got a cup of tea, which is going quite cold now because I've been distracted with my knitting machine, which I'm in love with. It's so easy. You've got to be careful of dropping stitches, but if you want any tutorials on the knitting machine, just let me know. I am about to start some sunflower granny squares, which I haven't actually done before. I've done a sunflower but not a granny square, because one of my customers from the shop said anything cushion sunflowery I'm in. I'm like, right, well, I don't have any cushions made at the moment, so I'll do a granny square cushion cover in sunflowers. So I'll be starting work on that later on and I'll show you it. But yeah, my head's feeling like, should I be doing stuff that earns money? What should I be doing this Sunday afternoon? Just overthinking. So I'm watching TL Yarn Crafts, and I'm doing this scrap scarf. And I've got a hat to put in the shop next week, and I've got the hat and scarf set, which I might keep because it's just gorgeous. We'll see. But if you want something like this, do let me know, because they're so soft. I'm just not sure I'll look any good in it, you know. I look stupid, but they're just stunning. Very pleased with that one. I just went for a plain one. But yeah, if you want any tutorials or anything, just let me know in the comments below. I forgot to mention as well that I've got a weekend of markets coming up, the 7th and 8th of December. Now, I know it's only October, but when you're making crochet items and you're also, you know, prepping to move crystals and such, you need to sort of plan in advance. So I'm going to do crochet and crystals. So there'll be lots of handmade things like cardigans and scarves and hats and hand warmers and all that kind of thing. But I'm also going to take some crystals, and I think I'll probably stick to jewellery, so bracelets, necklaces, that kind of thing, which are good for winter and also good for Christmas gifts. So yeah, I am prepping for that, which is why I've been making so many bits and pieces, not only for the shop, but also for markets that I've got coming up. The Saturday the 7th is a Christmas market, but on the 8th it's a mind, body and spirit market, so that needs to be a bit more focused towards the crystal and tarot and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, I've got those coming up. So I'm just contemplating, do I do another run to Lizzie's? It's 4 o'clock. Simon needs some butter. So I'm thinking I might do another run. So let me get some keys and some money. And I'll nip out, do another run to his mum's, and then get some butter on the way back. Because he's working tomorrow, so I need sandwich meats. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Right, it's Chinese food time. I have finished my scrap yarn scarf. I'm very pleased with the colours. They're both stood there going, what are you doing wearing the scarf inside? So cream, pink, sort of sage. Oh, hello again. It is now 10 to 7. We've had our Chinese food and we've watched a bit of junk on the television, a bit of Antiques Roadshow. And every time they went to say the price of something, Liz decided to speak. So, anyway, I have attempted a sunflower granny square. We're still on the middle. This is it so far. I've got to do my next bit, but it's not as difficult as I thought. But there we are, we're giving it a shot. So I am going to sign off from this there vlog. I will be back on Wednesday. I do have some cooking videos coming up soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you do want to get involved in the comments, I always appreciate it. So get in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.